It's a 21 litres a minute, 4,000 psi hot water unit. So where do we start? The good stuff or the bad stuff? So I've been pretty disappointed this year with this unit. It's broken down 3 times when I've needed it. I had to go get it fixed. So I've had to delay jobs. I've had to cancel jobs. I've had jobs cancel on me because they don't know when I can get back there. So money wise, I've probably made almost the unit back. So I've probably made somewhere in the vicinity of 15 to 18,000. So $21,000 for the unit. So within the first year I've made money back, but that's not including the money I've lost with jobs that have pulled out. So let's run through the problems that I've had, and they're not fully fixed, but we've changed to what we have. So the biggest thing is there's a spark sensor up on top there. So that went the first time I went into shop at 24 hours, the spark sensor, so the guys stripped it all down. They spent 2 hours looking for the problem, and we realized it was the spark sensor up the top. Put a new one on, and then it worked fine. And then at 38 hours, the pressure sensor in the back here, so that little black thing, the pressure sensor got jammed up because it didn't have the right grease or something in there, which is pretty, in my opinion, is pretty bad, because if you're going to put a unit together, you want at least a year out of it without any problems. But I had a problem at 24 hours, which was the sensor at the top, which was, you would think they would last at least a year, 2 years before you replace it, or maybe not even replace it, but not quite sure what's going on there. The grease in the release valve, well, that's just part and parcel. And then it broke down at 58 hours. So we are at 60:04. So just over 60 hours on the unit. It broke down at 58 hours, and it was the sensor again, the flame sensor that went down again. So I don't know what the problem is with that. Hopefully it doesn't happen again, but we'll wait and see. And then we're going to talk to JETWAVE to see what's going on, because if it's just a dud unit, if it's going to keep breaking down every 20 hours, then we got problems, because then when I need it and it lets me down and I lose $1,000 job, it's not really reliable enough for me to keep it on the truck. So I do love the unit. It's tight, it's small, it fits in that little slot nicely. We designed it that way, so it would be a bugger to get a different unit, because it just fits on the truck really nicely. So I do love that. The last problem, which is the 4th problem we've had with this, is leaky diesel and oil. So we've had, if you overfill this, so if you overfill this, the unleaded does drip out of there on a hot day. The diesel, I don't know if you can see that, but I had the diesel filter replaced. So the diesel filter that was on there, the bowl kept getting loose. Every day I'd have to tighten it up, and just got loose and loose and loose, which is pretty bad for that unit. I think they should put a complete fuel thing in there like this one, So you just get in there and change it and be done with it, so it's all sealed up. So we're probably going to do that next time we do a service at 100,000. So that's probably one of the things we're going to have to do. But what that's done is caused damage and stuff to the truck. So diesel's leaked all down through the guts here, come down onto all the batteries, and it's made a mess of my truck. So that was a big problem. That was a big problem because I got diesel all over my driveway. Now I've got a diesel stain on my driveway, so pretty pissed about that. But the problem's fixed, because the last thing you want to be doing is rocking up to a customer's house and then the next minute your diesel filter's dropping diesel on their driveway, because then you got major problems, because then you got a diesel stain that you got to try and solve. So we definitely want to be getting in and fixing that a little bit later, but for now we've got a brand new filter on there, so we're hoping that's going to last another 40 hours, and then we're going to completely rewire or replumb all that back area there, just to make sure it doesn't happen again, because it just pisses me off that I got a brand new unit under 60 hours and it's leaking diesel, which is just frustrating. So they're the problems that I've had with this unit. I love the unit, how small it is, it's compact, but there's just a couple of issues that need to be resolved to be a fantastic unit. So that's what we got. I just thought I'd give my honest opinion. I don't get paid from anybody. No one sponsors me for these units. I buy what I thought that I wanted and what fits in my space. So when we done our design work, that was the best one to fit in our spot. So that's the one we went with. That way it gave me more room to put a little bit of gear on the back of the truck here. So thanks for that honest review. Thank you.